Good morning, Bradley here. I haven't done a video in a couple months. A lot of just stuff going on, and I have not purchased that many albums lately. During the summer, I had a lot of expenses, unexpected, come up, so I had to set my priorities, unfortunately. That didn't leave room for too many vinyl albums, but I have got a few. This came in the other week. It is the classic Blue Note series. It is Cool Struttin' by Sonny Clark. Like I said, this is the classic series. When I started getting back into vinyl, probably 6 or 7 years ago, one of the first jazz vinyl albums that I got was Cool Struttin'. Now that was a 75th anniversary issue from Blue Note, which sounded really good to my ears. Now that was in mono, and I probably would not have gotten this, except this one is in stereo, and I really prefer stereo over mono most of the time. I know a lot of people, they're into mono, but I grew up with mono, and when stereo came out, it's like, yeah, I'm definitely going for the stereo. So anyhow, very cool album. This is one of my favorite Blue Note albums of all time. This next album, I've always liked War, which you may be able to hear it in the background. And I was actually looking for this particular issue here, War's Greatest Hits. So I was up in Ada, Ohio, which is between Lima and Findlay, at a small record store, which I had been to before when he was in Findlay. So I thought I would just check it out. Didn't have a lot, but hey, it's fun going through crates of records. So I did find this one. It's got all the big hits on it. Why Can't We Be Friends, Low Rider, Summer, All Day Music, Slipping in the Darkness, The World is a Ghetto, Cisco Kid. Great stuff. I love it. This next album, I got this probably a couple months ago. Bought it online. Morricone, Segreto. And this is Ennio Morricone soundtracks from various films, songs from various films. I think all of these songs are, it is a double album. All of these songs are pretty much from the 70s and mostly early 70s movies. Well, whatever. Let's say 70s that Morricone did the soundtracks for. So there's 4 sides. There's probably a total of 24 songs on here. Most of them are around 3 minutes long. And this is on, actually it's on Decca Records, which is through a license with a smaller label. Now this is not audiophile, but it sounds pretty darn good. It would sound fantastic if it was audiophile, but do we always need audiophile records? I don't know. Not really. Now, the one cool thing about this album is all these songs are different, and this was the era. I don't think synthesizers were used on any of these songs. It's using natural instruments, percussion. I'm sure Morricone had a warehouse full of exotic instruments that whenever he needed a particular sound, he would just go to his barn or warehouse and pull out an instrument. That's really cool because all these songs are different and they have really nice natural sounding instruments on them. Now I think there's only one song on here that you would call maybe one of them guitar songs from the spaghetti westerns, one of those twangy songs. All the rest are just various styles. Got some really nice organ in there, various instruments. Sounds really good. And that name of it, once again, is Morricone Segreto. It says the hidden, dark-tinged, and psychedelic side of the maestro. And the last album, if you are a Beatles fan, if you're a little more into the Beatles, I'm sure you have this. And I'm talking about the Mono Masters. Yes, indeed. Three albums in here. It's in a trifold, which I don't like trifolds because the middle album is really hard to get out. You gotta lay it flat on the floor or table. Fantastic, fantastic liner notes. It tells about each song on here. So this is, it's got 6 sides on here. And actually, all of these songs were songs that were not on any of the original UK albums. Now a couple of them, like Love Me Do, well, that was on Please Please Me, I think, but this is the single version, so therefore that's what that is. And also Across the Universe and Get Back, well, this is the single version, I think. It's not the Let It Be version. Across the Universe, same deal. So anyhow, you got 6 sides. And I would say the first 3 sides are more or less, I would call them from the Capitol years in America. They were on Capitol Records. And so Capitol Records kind of, they were different from the UK's. They would add the hit singles onto these chopped up albums. Now the UK did not do that. So when I was younger, I had a lot of those Capitol albums, which I later sold. And but pretty much all this, at least these Capitol years, all those songs were, they were on those Capitol albums. Like She Loves You, I Want to Hold Your Hand, you know, Slow Down, Matchbox. But they weren't on the UK releases. And these are all in mono. Sound quality is very good. These are from the analog recordings. They are not digital. So the first half, the first 3 sides of this, like I said, it would be more the Capitol years. Now the last 3 sides would be, I would call them the Apple years. Now the Capitol years, I would probably, a lot of them I would really want in mono, so this is very cool. And all the Capitol songs sound good in mono. Now once you start getting into the Apple era, you know, I prefer the stereo for like Lady Madonna, Hey Jude, Don't Let Me Down, stuff like that. The one song that sounds very different to my ears in mono is Revolution, the single. it just blasts out of the speakers in mono. Whereas stereo, you got that dirty sound, but it's kind of split up between two. It's playing against each other. The mono, it just blasts out of the center of your speakers. Very powerful. Sounds really good. So there's a lot of good songs on here. It even has the flip side of Let It Be single. You Know My Name, Look Up the Number. Really good stuff. And this really helps fill out my my Beatles collection, or my Beatles collection to be. I do have to get a few more of the UK albums to finish that out. And I'm not one to go to buy multiple copies or go really into depth, but I always have been a Beatles freak. So, and this is good enough for me. So, the Beatles Mono Series. If you're into the Beatles, go and get it. Okay, that's it for today. Hopefully I'll make another video soon. So maybe I'll start cranking out the videos once more. Okay, everybody have a cool day. We'll see you.